Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, Capri Social Network. So, in today's video, I wanted to talk about why so many modern day Black women are masculine, are becoming more and more masculine. So, with all that being said, I'm going to cut straight to the chase by showing not as many clips as I've been showing in a lot of my prior videos, only two clips on behalf of this topic. One coming from a male's perspective, a Black male's perspective, the other one coming from a Black female's perspective. Without further ado, here are the two clips.
Why are Black women so masculine?
A lot of modern women have become too masculine for marriage.
First, we have to examine the origins of how Black women were viewed in American society during slavery. Angela Davis wrote in her Legacy of Slavery, Standards for a New Womanhood. Proportionately, more Black women have always worked outside their homes than have their white sisters. The enormous space that work occupies in Black women's lives today follows a pattern established during the very earliest days of slavery. As slaves, compulsory labor overshadowed every aspect of women's existence. Additionally, the notion that enslaved Black women had the luxury of being relegated to domestic work is false. Similar to enslaved men, slave women were generally field workers. The only time slave women actually had access to their femininity was when they were raped or used as breeders. So as we examine masculinity and femininity in a contemporary way, we have to acknowledge that neither Black men nor women can actually reach the standards set by a white supremacist society. So right now, a lot of you are trying to assimilate into a system that is built to exclude you and harm you. The modern idea of femininity is inextricably linked to white supremacy, because in order for modern day femininity to exist, it required the subjugation of Black people to accomplish it. The only reason white women could exist in softness and domesticity is because of profit derived from the slave economy. So please, stop holding Black women to standards of white supremacy, because it's actually exhausting.
On that note, I'm going to show the second clip and last clip of the video by yours truly, Dr. Umar Johnson, on why so many Black women are masculine.
And I'm telling you, Black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No,
I mean you as an active member in the community. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and have to take care of herself all at the same time. The Black woman has been the be all in all in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
Now, I also wanted to, of course, provide my quote unquote 2 cents on why there are more Black women becoming masculine, Black American women specifically, Black American / African American women. And this is on behalf, one reason why, one of the main and principal reasons I would say so, and in my both humble and personal opinion, is due to the simple fact of how some of them usually grew up with lots of men in a household. For instance, our father, who may have taught her usually manly chores such as how to put together, for instance, a basketball goal, if not that, how to even fix a car, including how to change oil. May have taught her all the basic components of an automobile when it comes to repairing an automobile. Even some may have had dads that instilled in them to play basketball. And this is why one of the main reasons I would say professional women's basketball is filled with so many women basketball players. Even when you take into account NCAA women's basketball, this is a perfect example. Mostly Black women, that is, in both organizations, due to how when they were younger, when they were little girls, they were taught masculine traits, and that being one of them, how to become very good in sports such as basketball. And also they come usually, some of them may have grown up in houses with nothing but brothers for siblings as well. In addition, and on the other hand, there are some that when they were very young as little girls may have grown up in homes and been adopted by women, by two women as parents, one taking on the role of the woman, and then the other, of course, taking on the role of the male. In other words, may have grown up in a household with lesbian parents. Therefore, and due to how you are a product of your environment and who you're usually, the types of people who you usually hang around, in most cases, if you're around those same groups of people long enough as a small kid, once you get older, you will take on those types of people, the traits and characteristics. Not all the time, but most of the time. And let's not forget, there are the reason why so many modern day Black women are masculine and are becoming masculine nowadays is due to the likes of women by the name of Glorilla, the rapper, the somewhat famous rapper, Southern rapper Glorilla. And not only that, but some of them, and I know that this may offend some of you, and at the same time, in the same breath, I'm calling a spade a spade. Some of you happen to get molested by other women, whether it may have been by a friend of a female family member or by an actual female family member, if you know what I mean. Some of you who may have started out in some instances as all the way feminine as little girls, but once you grew up some size to become an adolescent, either if not an adolescent, usually during your teenage years, you happen to be molested by a female, once again, either a female relative or a friend of a female relative. Another reason why you have so many modern day masculine Black women. I know this is a taboo topic, but once again, I'm just being truthful and honest about why there are so many more modern day Black women in these days and times that are masculine. As a result, so masculine to whereas there have been guys of other races going to social media talking about their dislike and how Black women, so many Black women are masculine. One of the main turnoffs in a woman, in a Black woman. And I also look at it in this aspect too. Maybe this is one of the reasons, one of the main reasons why so many African-American women are some of the least desired groups of women, some of the least desired nationalities of women in the whole entire world, due to so many of them having or showing usually a strong sense of masculinity. Anyways, I'm going to end this video, and make sure you comment to let me know what you think, whether you agree on not only my analysis and my feedback on this topic, but also Dr. Umar Johnson's feedback on this topic, as well as the female who spoke, Miss Sydney, on this topic. Until next time, you guys have a blessed day.